Ladies and gentlemen, it's 2025 and riding a bike is still hard work. All of this is quite incredible, but luckily today we have a revolution. Hypershell is a box, let's open it. Here is the first exoskeleton for outdoor activity. Incredible. Let's put it on. This is how you do it. You put it on from the back first, fasten it well here. Leg one. Okay, come on, a bit low. Much better. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Hypershell Carbon X Exoskeleton, the top carbon model, costing around 1,300 euros. Last week, I saw a video of a guy riding it, and I said, let me try it because there could be a revolution happening here. So I wrote to him, and within 2 days, I'm telling you, 2 days, it arrived at my house. Incredible, and now we're going to try it. You control everything from here. There's a little button, let's see, because I don't remember. Ah, yes, it powers on like drones. Everything moves. This is half power, then maximum eco. Wow. It sweeps your legs away. Crazy, right? So, with a 2-second touch, we should switch to hyper mode. Holy cow, this thing practically launches your legs to China. Incredible. Walking uphill with this is easy since it pulls and pushes, but we're not here to walk. Today, we're here to test this futuristic device on the bike. So today, we'll do some very practical tests to see how much Hypershell can help you on the bike. The features are impressive. 800-watt peak and dual motors with 32 Nm. And on paper, they say it's like taking 30 kilograms of weight off your body. So riding a bike with 30 kg less isn't right? Let's see if we can get it to work. Oh. The first test will be a ride on flat ground, so it's a perfect start. Let's go to the starting point. We'll start from the tree. We put it in neutral mode. Okay, so it's off. 3, 2, 1 full speed. Oh, really wet. Okay. Now, Hypershell is at maximum hyperpower. We're in the red 4 red LEDs, so the maximum possible power in 3, 2, 1. So, wow, the start was much quicker. I have to say yes. Yes, thank you. Careful, because it felt like I was going much faster. Next test, uphill. For the next challenge, I chose this location. It's the uphill road just behind my house. We'll start from the gate line, and this is our finish line. It's an incredible uphill, guys. We begin with a 10-15% incline, then progress to about 30-35%. Really extreme, let's put it in neutral. I'll start with the same gear, so I don't have any advantage at the start, and we're ready. 3, 2, 1, go. This climb is really tough. Okay, I've never done the first run this hard in my life. 3, 2, 1, go. I spun out. I can barely keep my feet on the pedals. I even shifted down a gear for the last few meters. Whoa, damn. We'll analyze the footage later. According to the challenge manual, the next test is riding in the shit. To see how much this supports our legs, let's go to the mountain. For this pedaling test, I've put on the Hypershell and it's already on at full power because I need to get used to its boost. Then, at some point, I'll suddenly turn it off to see how much it actually helps me going uphill. The strange thing is that I can really feel it working hard. Do you hear the sound it makes? See you next time. But it also lifts your legs a lot, and without clips, it almost takes your foot off the pedal. With clips, in my opinion, it's much better. We'll try it with the gravel bike later, maybe. I also discovered another use for the frame. Incredible. A storage compartment. Look at this. I put the X5 site mount here, super convenient. By the way, I have to say that on this first climb, which is the longest, you can already feel the difference. And how? I'm climbing smoothly, even though I'm not a great pedaler because I enjoy biking. A really nice thing is that it understands your pedaling cadence and sticks to it, always giving you the same push. That's really great. I'm going up at about 15 kilometers per hour, and I don't think I've ever reached this point feeling this fresh. With a regular bike, which is kind of odd. New stretch of climb. Now let's turn off Hypershell and see how much it's actually helping us. Neutral. Oh, damn then. 1 or 2 gears up, damn it, to have the same level of effort. 2 gears. I operated on an e-biker clearly in trouble because they're in my opinion, let's see if we can catch up to him. Good night, good morning, but what mode are you riding in? Me too. It's still a regular bike. It's a regular bike with the motor here, but go on. But it does push you. It's not an electric bike, but it pushes. After riding for a while, what I noticed is that it got too tight. The straps here on your legs, over time, they hurt your hamstrings, so now you loosen them a bit, and it's much, much better. Here we are at our destination. Engines blazing, battery almost dead. I used up 3 out of 4 bars. In 5 kilometers, we gained 300 meters in elevation, finishing in about 25 minutes. Not bad. Very good. I'm checking the settings on the A to maximize descent assistance. This app shows all the details. We still have 17% left, so the warm-up isn't fully at 100%, I noticed that. So we changed the mode to Eco Hyper Transparent Fitness. Here we are. In the engine customization, we have Hilda's control, so this function ensures stability and safety on slopes, reducing joint pressure when going downhill. Let's increase it to 100% and see what happens. It's on. Let's go. All right. So far, everything's fine. We haven't tackled any big steps yet. It probably performs best over long distances. So if we go for an extremely long-lasting option, maybe something like, 20 minutes, half an hour, like a mega avalanche, that's when you can really appreciate its work. So I did this climb, but I'm still pretty fresh because I'm definitely not lacking in training. Really steep. This is new. Oh no. This part is nice, a bit less. Thank you all. What's convenient is that they also thought about the fact that if someone needs to pee, they can keep it on without any problems. They stay, guys. Sorry, but you'll have to learn them yourself. It won't help you. Or you can come to the mountain bike camp in September at Modolino. It will be 3 days of camp where we'll start from the basics and go up to the most difficult structures. Most guys at the camp can do nearly all the bike park structures, even if they start at a low level, since experience is key. There are only a few spots left today. Find more info in the link below on the Massive Project page or contact Martina directly for details. It was exhausting. I just got back from the ride. Now it's time to try this Hypershell on what matters most to me. So, the jumps. We'll start with a basic challenge, the bunny hop. So, let's put this bucket here as a reference so I don't move back and forth, and we'll use the camera to measure the elevation. I'm switching vehicles. I need to repeat this several times so the AI can learn the movement. Since there's artificial intelligence inside, thank you. Let's turn it on for a moment. I have to say I'm not moving much, so I'm not really sure how to help us. In this case, it turned off. It doesn't detect that I'm jumping. It's strange, so feet. It doesn't help me. It only understands when I walk hyper. Doesn't this thing know jumps? Walking, yes, but what's this? Really? Among the activities, we have walking up hills, upstairs, gravel road, running, race walking, downhills, downstairs, cycling, mountaineering. Let's not pretend we don't realize we're jumping. Here we are, gentlemen, with the data in hand and a new battery because this one is dead, so we'll also see how to replace it. We should press this button and then pull it out. Okay, taking this out is easy. Let's see if putting it back in is just as easy. Then perfect. Yes, very simple, very good. I would pull this thing to walk my whole life. Anyway, enough talk. Let's look at the facts. The results will surprise you because if you think you go faster with Hypershell, that's not exactly the case. So the first test on flat ground. With Hypershell on, 7.84 seconds, but with Hypershell off, 7.83 seconds. Basically the same time, down to the hundredth. And that's a twist. But we also did the uphill test. Uphill with Hypershell on, 11 seconds and 74 hundredths. Uphill with Hypershell off, 11 seconds and 63 hundredths. That's a tenth of a second difference. What does that mean? There are two possibilities. Either I was more pumped to push without the support of Hypershell, or this thing, when it comes to very fast and repetitive movements, doesn't help. In fact, it actually slows you down. That's just a theory, but let's move on. Because after that, we did the long lap. And on the long lap, the difference was noticeable. How can I guarantee it? I'm not a strong pedaler, especially after riding the Enduro without a motor. You really feel the fatigue here, especially on a 27 lap. Tires are deflated, suspension is soft. Still, according to my Strava history, I've done this same route, including some climbs on a regular bike before, just without Shell's support. I did some averages here and there, and I found that on the uphill route, which was about 4 kilometers, give or take a meter, today it took me 25 minutes instead of my usual 35, so that's a big 10-minute difference over 4 kilometers, which is equivalent to about 4 kilometers per hour more on average speed, over an elevation gain of about 270 meters. So we still did quite a climb, but man, right here, oh well. On the way down, though, I didn't notice any particular benefits except on really big steps. I think it's because this system isn't programmed to work with both legs together, like we saw in the bunny hop test, which we had to cancel because it doesn't work. From what I understand, it only works with the legs in an alternating way. Now I'm going to write to my Chinese friends at Hypershell to ask them to make a new program for jumpers. Why here? If I have to do world record, bunny hop, world record, highest air, how am I supposed to do it?